That is preliminary, to find out the position of the case, if any other person is interested in the case, and then anybody is opposing the case, whether they have filed their papers to show they are opposing the case. What we have done today was just to find out the position, those who are ready to go on and those who are not ready to go on. Those who are late in filing their responses or reaction to the case have filed today. The court has given them leave to file. So it is for the plaintiffs now to reply to the reaction of the defendants. And the matters is now adjourned for further mention so that we can reply to the case put forward by the defendants in this matter. That is the position today.
What are you seeking in court? What is this?
There are too many for us to mention. But the essential thing is that we consider that the APC has not been following its constitution. The APC has the constitution, but they have been disregarding the constitution in every respect. They do things as if there is no law. So, for example, an APC, a party that is seeking to contest election in a democratic situation, would now collapse all its organs, all its committees, everything that has to do with the party. There is no internal democracy. You remove all elected officials and then replace them with appointed, selected officials so that you can serve some selfish purposes. It does not allow for a level playing ground, even amongst members of the APC, before we even go to the national level. So some of the members are aggrieved that the officials at the top have taken the law into their hands. They have collapsed all the committees of the party. They have put in their own stooges so that they can now doctor the primary elections that is supposed to come. So it's quite a long process, but that is the main crux of the complaints that we have. So we want all the decisions they have taken, that is the dismantling of all the committees, from the National Working Committee down to the ward committees and the elections, the Congress elections that were held recently. As far as we're concerned, they are illegal and unlawful. So we're asking the court to nullify all those things and then so that we can come back and redo. It is not abnormal for them to deny our rights. Nobody gives you your rights today unless you ask for it and fight for it. So we're not depending on their agreeing that we have a right to say so. We say we have a right to do so. The court will decide whether we have a right to make this case in court. The defendants are saying that we have no right to bring this case. Amongst other things, that my client, Senator Kabiru Marafa, has no locus. We call it locus standi to bring this case. That is to file this case, that is not a member of any of those committees and all that. But the truth is that Kabiru Marafa is a stakeholder in APC. He was a senator under APC and is still a member of APC. He's interested in the party. His political life has not finished. So he's interested in everything that goes on in APC. He does not have to be a member of a committee or to be a contestant in any event. He has a right. So we file this case because he is a member of the party with a stake in the matter. Then you need to add that he also paid for forms for the congresses. The party asks people to go and pay for forms, buy forms, if they're interested in contesting at the state, local government, and ward Congress elections. A lot of people went to buy these forms, and they were never given these forms. They were never allowed to contest. So it has a stake.
Certain applications were taken, processes that were not filed within time. The court took application for extension of time and granted reliefs to the applicants. So it's further adjourned to 14th of March for further mention.
Is it not just further mention or written addresses and letters?
No, it's for further mention. The matter is adjourned to 13th March for further mention. Well, that day there is application to be taken to challenge the jurisdiction of the court, because as defendants were bringing application challenging that the plaintiffs are not really having the locus to bring the suit before this court. So on the set 14th of March, we're going to take the application to challenge the jurisdiction of the court.
So if you said you don't have the locus,
well, that's a legal term saying that the plaintiff in the person of Senator Marafa is not really having the bias in law to come before this honorable court. He is not a member of the National WC that is challenging the dissolution. Neither did he participate in the state congress that he is also challenging. That is what we meant.